be joined now, and I mean completely delighted, by the founder and head teacher of Michaela Community School. She is known as Britain's strictest headmistress. Catherine Birbalsingh, good morning.
Morning.
Very good to have you on. I'm going to play you a clip because as a parent I'm trying not to chomp at the bit too early. This is our Education Secretary, Bridget Phillips, and yesterday, people, have a listen.
In allowing children just to consider who they are, to behave in ways that might not be aligned with their sex or their gender. Mm-hmm. So if a boy wants to wear dresses, we should just, if we allow that to work, children will experiment at different points. They will consider who they are. That just taking a watchful approach.
Catherine, I'm a parent of 6. I fear our education system is now based almost entirely on ideology and has moved away, as Kate Ferguson says in The Sun today, from what I call the basics, which is reading, writing and arithmetic. Failing's okay, winning's all right. What's going on?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I'm deeply shocked. I don't understand how our education secretary could possibly be saying such things, that children of 5, a boy should be wearing a dress. This is just absurd. And it's not just absurd, it's dangerous. And when she says that teachers should tell parents, but if there's a safeguarding concern, then we mustn't tell parents. Well, I can tell you that there will be a safeguarding concern most times. So what she's saying is we teachers are perfectly okay in affirming a child wanting to change their gender and us not telling the parents. Absolutely. I find it absolutely, I don't know what to say. I mean,
I'm with you completely. I give you a scenario. You are known as Britain's, and I use smile, strictest teacher, right? In an area that would never have worked. So I put to you, a boy of 4 arrives at your school in a dress. What happens, Catherine?
Well, a child of any age, we would immediately tell the parents. Of course we would. This idea that if there's a safeguarding concern, don't worry, you don't need to tell the parents. Do you know how many parents across the country have been struggling with schools where teachers have not been honest with the parents because they think that they're being supportive of the child in doing so? They are children. They are not adults. It is our role as adults to lead them and to keep them safe, encouraging them to explore. What if they think they're a giraffe? What if they think that they're a bird? Children think all sorts of things. We don't then get them wings so they can fly about the school. Do you know that in schools, they actually have, some schools, they have cat litter boxes because children are wearing ears and coming into school pretending to be cats. They're pretending to be snow leopards and dogs and all kinds of things. This is absurd. We are meant to be in charge, and our education secretary should not be saying these things. They're extremely dangerous. She's encouraging an entire profession to lie to parents. It's absurd and dangerous, and I'm so concerned. I don't understand how she is in charge of our education system.
I couldn't agree more. I've told the story on numerous occasions about, you've just said it, about furries, and I've been to a university in Brighton with my number 3, as I call her, Ava, and there were people with tails, and if that happened to me, I put a bloody cat litter tray outside the door and say, do you know what, you're not coming in. The whole thing is ludicrous. We've got away from doing the basics, preparing kids for life. I said, I don't know if you heard it, my granddaughter came home the other day and said, we've had a new lesson in the afternoon for dealing with stress. She also went on to say that if a genuinely true story, that if a kid turned up dressed like that, or a girl kissed a girl or a boy kissed a boy, that if anybody, I promise you this, Catherine, if anybody said anything, the police would be called, because that's what's happening in the real world. And I really do tell you this.